The idea of the mountain over your head is a perpetual generational concept that even when you don't want to do it, the desire has gone away. Even though you said nice of an ishma, but the desire has sort of left you. You should realize that you're forced to do it anyway. You have to do it against your will. That's the part they don't tell you when you're recruiting you to the yeshiva. The lechora, seemingly, amirasam nice of a nishma, he's chayvus al kol hazmanim. Now wait a second. When I said nice of a nishma, it wasn't a one-off thing where I said, "Oh, nice of a nishma today, but tomorrow I'm not sure." In other words, this whole answer doesn't make sense. I said nice of a nishma for all generations. I'll do before I understand. Period. So why do you have to hold a mountain in my head? I took on a generational continuity of forcing myself. What is going in your mind, right? The al yidesha achar eino choshech yeh ben chorin lebata. So why would I think that later on, one day, I'm not going to want to do it, and therefore I'm going to be free to do it? You understand the question? In other words, I promised that I will do it under any circumstances. So just the question goes on me. Where in that promise was there like a little caveat that said, one day I might not want to, so I don't have to, right? That Hashem has to then hold a mountain over my head and say, no, but you have to. Why would I have thought I didn't have to? I accepted upon myself for all generations to do it even if it doesn't make any sense to me. So in other words, where would I have thought that if I don't have a desire to do it, I'm free not to? Right? Because that's what the Tosafot says. He says there might come a day when you decide you don't have any desire for it, and you should realize you're forced because the mountain. I would have realized I'm forced without the mountain. I promised for eternity to do it. Right? That's his question. The Rebbe answers this question. This obligation that we took upon ourselves to do and then understand, since that came from us, same theme, and we are limited, same theme. It could come a situation that you cannot overcome the fact. In other words, it's out of your hands. It's like you're in chains and gullahs. You want to do it. You promise to do it, but the lack of desire is pashut beyond your control. In other words, you're not deciding one day, if I don't desire, I'll be free from it. No, you're going to say, in the beginning you said, no matter what, I'm going to do it. But it came upon you, like some kind of a haze of falseness in your mind, and Yetzer Hara and the Sitra Achra just like seized you, that you are unable to get past the fact that you don't want to do it. Ring any bells? And therefore, even theoretically, al pi Torah, you would be free to lie in bed all day. Why? The onus Rahmana Patre. Because there's a law in Torah that says if someone is onus, you're literally in, like I said, if you're in Gaza, you can eat treif if that's what they feed you. You're not obligated because it's against anything for you to do about it. A person can have such a depression, such a gullus, and by the way, it's not so hard for us to realize that this is basically every generation this happens to us, that you just basically say like, look, I wanted to, I promised, but this is now against my will. There's forces at play which make that I have no desire and I can't help it. It's onus. You know what onus means? It means it's against my power to change. And therefore, Hashem foresaw the horrors that he was going to put us through. And he said, Al Yidei Shakarash Baruch Hu Kafleim Har Kegigis, because Hashem put a mountain over our heads. Hashem, from his perspective, not from your desire. Hashem basically added into the Torah. You thought you had a little get out of jail free card with his own business, right? Hashem said, no, I'm going to cover that. Even when there's nothing you can do to overcome this from your own perspective, I put a mountain on your head, and you have to do it anyway because I say so. Even if you have no strength to do it. Well, by him doing that, he gave us the strength to do it. He revealed the pintel yid on such a level that we go so bittul back against the wall, we reveal his power. It's amazing. Even when you don't desire it, you suddenly have the power to mamish do it anyway because you're forced to do it. Whew, that is insane, if you ask me.